Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I'm back again with the class for you. This class is for the students of 11 and 12 of Barguna Government College. In the previous class, we talked about a poem named Dream by Langston Hughes. In that poem, we could certainly understand the importance of dream in our life. Without a dream, a man cannot go a long way. But today, I will deal with the theme of a poem. How to write the theme of a poem when you are asked to write in the examination. Before going to the class, we need to know what is a theme. How does a theme differ from summary or paraphrasing? This is very important. Theme is just the central message of the poem or of the text. It is the perception that the writer wants to share with the readers. A theme can teach a moral lesson to the reader, and it is the universal idea that can be applied to anyone. In a poem, there may have multiple themes, or in the text, though very short in length, but may have some meaning or theme in different layers. That's why we need to specifically understand what is the main theme of the poem. If there is any repeated ideas or words or phrases, we can infer the theme of the poem from that repetition. The recurring ideas shared by the writer can be the main theme of the poem. That is why we need to understand very clearly what is theme and how does it differ from summary or paraphrasing. I think it is clear to you that theme is just the importance or significance of the idea shared by the writers to the readers. Now we'll discuss that theme can be of two categories. Number one, thematic concept and thematic statement. Thematic concept is what the reader think the text is about. But thematic statement is what the writer or author says about the subject. That is, thematic concept is the concept of the readers, and thematic statement is the statement provided by the writer. These two types of theme can be categorized into. Now we'll see what should we do before writing a theme. What are the things we need to ponder over while writing a theme? Number one, read the poem slowly. Slowly means attentively. Actually, you have to infer something. You have to gaze what the writer wants to share with us. That's why we need to carefully try to understand the actual things or theme that the writer wants to hint at. Try reading out aloud if possible. For better understanding, we should read the poem aloud so that the main points can be grasped by our brain, and that is why we need to read the poem or text very carefully. Number 2, identify the narrator, characters, plot, and literary devices in the poem. For better understanding, we need to focus on the points. Narrator, who is the speaker of the poem, or who is the narrator of the poem, what are the characters introduced here, and what is the poem about, or what is the plot, story, and what are the things or literary devices in these poems are used. If you analyze these sort of things, then you will clearly understand that what is the poem about. Number 3, once you have read and understood the poem, try to put the poem into your own words. That is, try to guess the ideas conveyed by the reader, by the writers to the reader, must be in your own language. That is, you have to try to generalize the idea in a very simple, easy, and transparent way in your own words. If you maintain the 3 steps, certainly you will be able to understand the main theme or the plot or story or principal idea of the poem or text. Now try to identify the main idea of the poem. The main idea tells us what is the story is. This can be expressed in 1 or 2 sentences. Your task is how to write the main theme of the poem Dream by Langston Hughes, discussed in the previous class. Dear students, I will try to give some more systematic ways that you should follow while writing a theme. How to identify the theme of a poem? That is, you will ask yourself some questions and you will get some answers by reading again and again, and you will clarify the theme in that poem. Number 1, ask yourself the following questions, which will help you to identify the theme or themes in a poem. Are there any words, phrases, or actions that are repeated? If you see that there are more words, more phrases, more actions that are recurrent in the poem, then you will try to understand that the writer focuses mainly on this point, on this phrase, on this verse. Number 2, what is the lesson the character learned at the end? That is, the underlying theme can be in the lesson learned by the character at the end. What does the poet teach his readers? Is there any message from the reader's point of view to share the writer? We have to sort out these things. Number 4, why has the author chosen this particular subject? These are the questions. If you ask yourself, while after reading the poem again and again, you will find out the actual theme of that poem. And at last, we can see what are the large issues and universal concepts that the poet is talking about in this poem. If you try to ask yourselves and find out the answers, and you will certainly get the main theme of the poem. So, dear students, you have to practice it, because you need not to memorize the theme of any poem. You have to analyze yourself. You have to learn the way how to write the theme, because it's a broad context. It's a great skill to find out the theme of a poem. Dear students, I certainly believe that you have much potentiality to discover, and you have to discover your own skills while writing. So, in the next class, we'll deal with another aspects of the same thing. So, no more today. I believe that you are staying at home and maintaining distance, physical distance, because it's a very crucial time. Keep in mind, wear mask, never go out of the house without any reason. Thank you so much for enjoying my video class, and I wholeheartedly believe that you are taking preparation for the upcoming examination. Thank you so much.